All right, people. This is, Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0, and I'm coming down the stairs from the train. And after this, I gotta talk to a client. But before that, before I talk to my client, let's have a little conversation. All right, you motherfuckers are beginning to eat food way too easily. All right. Letting you guys know that it is the last 2 hours of the contest, not contest, sweepstakes, to receive 2 free copies of my book, The Chase and the book of meditations. In this, you're gonna it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You guys, if you do win, if you do happen to win, you're gonna get the book on your mail. You could be international. Doesn't matter where the fuck you're from. If you comment on the post that I'm gonna post, that I posted on Instagram, you are signed up for the sweepstakes. Again, all you gotta do is follow me on Instagram, like that photo, and comment on it. Let me know you're in. And in 2 hours, I'm gonna randomly pick letters, and whichever's username fits the letters. Like I'm gonna be like, I don't know, I'm gonna pick a random letter, B. Okay, everyone with B gets it. C. Okay, everyone with C gets. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, let's just start. So I want to talk about focus on his actions, not his words. Why? Because that's how passive aggressive people and how narcissistic people will try to convince you that you're wrong. You see, so if he's telling you, baby, I love you, but he is not hanging out with you or he's not hitting you up, then guess what? If you focus on his words are smoke screens. Those words are used to distract you. His actions, people use words to distract you from their actions. You see what I'm saying? So you got to realize that words really don't mean shit. Words really don't mean shit. You shouldn't take words for granted. When you take words for granted, it still means you haven't grown up. Because children are the ones that believe promises. You got to realize that the world that we live in uses promises, uses your fantasies against you to lure you, to lower your guard. Nothing lowers people's defensive than hearing what they want to hear. They're hearing about themselves. They're hearing the fantasies they've always wanted, then you agreeing with them. So you got to realize that the words that people are using against you, the things that men say to you, are just said to lower your defenses. So if you're noticing that there's a conflict between his words and his actions, for example, bitches think they're slick. Oh my God, thank you, Dorian. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the $49, man. You were saving that up. You really shocked me. Thank you so much. Let me read the fuck you said. Okay, all right. Thank you, Dario. Thank you so much. I did not expect this. You just distracted me. Okay. What was I saying? God damn it, Dorian. You say you fucked up. So words are used to distract you, right? Okay. So yeah, and because of that, you see, children are easily distracted because they focus on words. They don't know the fact that when it comes to people, what matters is, for example, girls. I was just gonna say this. Bitches think they're slick, right? For example, I haven't seen the girl in 2 weeks, and then she messages me. Thank you, Dorian. And then she messages me and says, "I miss you." Does she really miss me, even though I haven't seen her for 2 weeks? Bitch, please, you don't miss me. Show me with your actions. You see, ignore the words. Just because somebody says I want to hang out with you, if they don't want to hang out with you, if they don't hang out with you, when it comes time to hang out, they don't do it, focus on the words. You see, with people like that, you just got to ignore. When somebody's giving you promises, when somebody say, "Hey, how are you? I like you," but their actions don't show it, they're just using that to bait you. They're using that to distract you. They're using that to fuck with you. They're using that to lie to you. So if you're hanging out with somebody, or if you have a boss, or if you have an employee that when they work with you, they happen to be they say they're gonna do something but they never do it. They fuck up a project but they apologize. What are you gonna do if they consistently do that? You just and you don't understand why that's going on. The reason why you don't understand, the reason why you don't have a clear picture, is because it's a smoke screen, and that smoke screen is in their words. They're saying, "I'm sorry for being late," and they're always late. Focus on their actions, and you're gonna see a clear picture. You see what I'm saying? Focus on the actions. So, for example, if somebody says, "I fucking hate you," but when it comes down to it, they're always there for you when things are bad. When you call them up and you say, "I need help," they come to you. Don't focus on the words. It's just getting emotional. Focus on their actions. They love you. If somebody says to you, "You can go fuck yourself," but when it comes down to you needing help, you needing financial help, they're there for you. Focus on their actions. Don't be an idiot and focus on their words. They're flawed human beings. You see, with people, you gotta focus on that. People say shit when out of anger. Sometimes it's true, but their actions is what really defines them. Their actions is what really says how they feel about you. And so you see that on both spectrums. You see people who say they love you, but their actions don't say it. But then you have people who don't say they love you, or even they say they hate you, but their actions show otherwise. Their actions show that no matter how fucked up they say things to you, when it comes down to it, they're there for you. Now, someone's being verbally abusive, and that doesn't mean they could use you as a punching bag, right? But at the same time, it means you could appreciate the fact that they really love you. You see, you gotta learn how to detach yourself from people. Detach yourself from people because people say promises sometimes because they feel it in the moment. They feel emotional, you see, and then the next day they don't feel that way anymore. That's why you shouldn't focus on words. Focus on their actions. That's what really matters. You see what I'm saying? I thought you said, yeah, actions can be fake too, but what I'm saying though is that you gotta look for you gotta, if there's inconsistencies between their words and their actions, focus on their actions because their actions will say more than their words. You see what I'm saying? If you're confused, then you gotta, how can I say this? If you're confused about them, then sometimes you just need perspective. Sometimes you just need to step back and take a break from them so that you can clear your mind, because sometimes some people's actions and words cloud your thinking. So it's kind of like the sky. When it rains, you got to give time for the sun to shine through the clouds. You see what I'm saying? And so when you're blinded by people, you got to give yourself time, perspective. So how can you do that? 1, meet other people. 2, get other people's perspective, right? And 3, meditate. And look at the world through their perspective. Look at your situation through other people's perspective, right? Sometimes when you don't have a clear picture, you just need to change your perspective. Like I said, give yourself time, detach yourself from them, ask other people's opinions, not just one person, multiple people, because one source of information could be biased, or they could know them, or they could feed you wrong information. Or meditate, take fucking shrooms, right? Or see the world through their perspective as well. That's what, trust me, that will give you a better picture. Like literally get inside their heads, see what could have caused them to act the way they act. That would allow you to think outside yourself, to get out of your own head. And that's pretty much the point, man. You see, the main point when dealing with people who are being fucked up or passive aggressive is to recognize them before it happens. Recognize. If you guys notice this, I'm talking about the shit that I posted on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you know where the hell I got this subject from. You see, a lot of the things that I talk about, I get it because I'm inspired when I read. I'm thinking and stuff like that, or I'm reading a biography, and the person whom they're talking about just fascinates me. Like right now, I'm reading just Leonardo da Vinci, and that guy is my goodness, he was gay and fucking amazing. He was just crazy. Anyways, yeah, man, focus on people's actions, not their words, man. For example, I don't know, yeah, that. Anyways, people, thank you for the happy birthdays. I noticed I'm getting a lot of happy birthdays. Thank you so much. I'm 28 now. I'm an old man, you know what I'm saying? My the age is catching up, but hey, look, every year is gonna get faster. Every year I'm gonna get older. And I'm hoping that as the years go by, I expand. I'm hoping that as the years go by, I forgot to get avocados. I gotta get avocados. As the years go by, I'm hoping that I could. To be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna be doing this for too long. YouTube. I wanna, this is good and stuff like that, but I wanna expand somewhere else. I don't know how long, but I wanna expand somewhere else. I wanna be able to use this and combine it with something else. Because that's how I'm learning from Da Vinci. That guy was just phenomenal, man, phenomenal. Like, it's not just phenomenal, but the way he mixed different fields and brought them together. It reminds me of me in the weird and an inferior version, because with me, I combine spirituality, I combine dating, I combine studies of addiction, I combine the kind of thinking that's required to interpret the Bible to other things. Because when you read the Bible, man, you gotta think in very abstract ways, because that shit is difficult, right? And so the problem-solving ability and the ability to make connections is something that I sort of learned without knowing it. And so when I read books, I read it and study it, almost like I'm studying the Bible. So you see, that's the advantage that I got from that. You see what I'm saying? Like when I teach, you guys see certain traits of preachers. That's how some preachers talk. They talk with passion. They talk with emotion, and that's how I learned. That's how I was taught when it came to being, to teaching the Bible and stuff like that. They taught to talk with charisma and to gain people's attention like that, right? And so those things are very similar to what Robert Greene and talks about in his book Mastery, and what Da Vinci did, because Da Vinci wasn't just a painter. Da Vinci would not just paint, but also learn about geometry. And so he would apply geometry and mathematics in his painting, man. And it's just, my God, was it fascinating, man. It's just fascinating. It's just such a fascinating dude, man. And what I know is that whenever you become fascinated by someone, it is good to use that curiosity and learn about them, because your brain will begin to absorb the way they think. You see what I'm saying? Let me go in here. No, I don't read the Bible no more. One second. Let's see. ¿Cuánto es? 1.50. Kind of small. Small as avocados. ¿Cómo va? 3 pesos, ¿verdad? Gracias. No, I never read The Art of War. You see, never read The Art of War. No, I live in Queens, Corona. Yeah, Isaacson. Yeah, Walter Isaacson. He's the one that man, Walter Isaacson is amazing, man. Like, I didn't know his biographies were so fucking fascinating, because he doesn't just talk about anyone. He talks about the like geniuses, man, and like just reading Mastery and reading those biographies. It opens up my mind to many different possibilities, man. Like right now, I don't know, but there's something that I'm just like I need to do. I need to do some little bit more research, man, because just learning about Da Vinci, man, it's just, man, like, how the fuck could you be so brilliant, man? How could you be such a curious dude? And I thought I was curious. That dude took it on another fucking level, man. And you know what's fascinating about him is that he didn't study things and think how difficult it was. He just focused on his curiosity. He didn't focus on how difficult something was. He just focused on his curiosity. And I feel like that's the key, because sometimes when you embark on new things, you sort of notice how difficult it could be. Nah, bitch. Da Vinci saw it differently. He just saw it he just saw it as a curiosity, as a desire to learn. When you just have a natural curiosity, you don't think about how difficult something is. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? You just do it. Like when I used to draw when I was a little kid, I used to draw a lot, and I didn't think about drawing how difficult it was. I just drew because I just enjoyed it and I got good at it, right? And so it's just, man, it's just fascinating, man. Anyways, I gotta go home. Take care, and have this neighborhood. They all talk too much, man. Take care, people. Bye bye. Oh, yo, follow me on Instagram to enter the sweepstakes, to enter my. Let me show you. Actually, let me show you guys this. How I enter my house. Look at this, right? Let me show you this, right? Check this out. If you forget your key, just open up. So yeah, follow me on Instagram on the link below. Comment on the photo, and then you're gonna be able to enter that sweepstake. Okay? Bye bye. If you need one-on-one coaches, just go to my Action Network.